Rosie from the Wellington County Library. Although all of our branches are physically closed at the moment to help prevent the spread of COVID-19, our online resources are available to anyone with a Wellington County Library card. Don't have a card? You can access one on our site at www.wellington.ca/library and look for the link COVID-19 Library Information. From there, you can fill out a form that will give you access to a temporary card if you're a resident of Wellington County. If you already have a card but you're not sure of your PIN or you need help getting something set up, you can contact your local branch by email. The contact information for that is on the About Us page of our site. So today I'll be reviewing Factfulness, 10 Reasons We're Wrong About the World and Why Things Are Better Than You Think by Rosling. So this book is available as an ebook, so if you'd like to read from home, you can access it by going to our website, finding the ebooks link in the top corner, and then either using our Overdrive site to read right in your browser, or you can download the Libby app as well to be more portable. So on to the book. The world is better than we think, according to Rosling, and not only that, it's constantly improving. This is a really great book to read right now if you're looking for a bit of hope in the world. So recommended if you're looking for something to kind of lighten your heart about the state of the world. Rosling was a medical doctor, a professional of international health, and a public educator before he wrote this book. Sadly, he did pass away shortly before its publication in 2018, but he kind of left it as his last legacy to the world. And I want to address for a second the publication date. So typically with nonfiction, we read and recommend the most current and up-to-date books. This one is 2 years old, but I'm including it because Rosling did this great thing where he mentions where to find all of the stats he draws from very clearly. So whether he's referencing material found from the World Health Organization, from the World Bank, from the UN, it's easy to check up. So if you were to read this 5 years from now, you can go see how the information has changed from 5 years to today. But right now it's only 2 years old, so it's still very current. What he talks about in this book are the different areas of the world that we tend to think are getting worse, when in fact, according to stats from multiple different areas, they are improving. So this is everywhere from the education of girls, to access to healthcare, to global poverty levels across the world. He starts this book off with a bit of an interesting section. It's a 13-question quiz for you, the reader, to fill out. Kind of asks you where you think the world is going, if things are getting better, staying the same, or getting worse. Now I'm sure, spoiler alert based on the description I've already given and the description he gives in the book already before you start it, but it's not as bad as you think. He gave the same quiz to a bunch of different people: teachers, journalists, investment bankers, and Nobel laureates. Out of the 13 questions, the average correct answers were 2. So that's 2 out of a possible 13 right. And that's even worse than if you had completely guessed and not even read the questions. So something that Rosling looks at isn't just stats showing why the world is getting better and where it's improving. He also looks at why do we have this bias towards things, and why are we, even educated people who have a background in global affairs or in economics or in health, why do they still have this misunderstanding that the world is getting worse in these different areas? Using some of his personal stories, his traveling around the world, and colorful infographics, he can really make this an easy information one to understand. So he demonstrates why and how our perceptions might be wrong, and what our new perceptions should be. He does acknowledge that just because a lot of areas of the world are improving doesn't mean we can ignore them. So, for example, just because access to healthcare is improving doesn't mean we can, wash our hands of it and say, oh, well, everything's fine then. The reason that he wants, world leaders, politicians, and the people that are in charge for voting those people in to have the updated information is because how can you make an accurate assumption about what people need if you don't know what they already have? So this is, something that I think could be used to advance important human rights with the most useful support by having the correct information. Overall, Factfulness is an encouraging book with data that's easily demonstrated, even for beginners in stats or beginners in nonfiction. I recommend it if you're interested in global welfare, and also if anyone's feeling a little discouraged right now about the state of the world and would like to read some good news. about ways that we are improving year over year. So for more information on this book or for any other books, you can access our website again at www.wellington.ca/library. From there, you can also access reviews and book lists, not only from staff, but also from readers like you, to keep browsing our collection and find something to keep you busy during this time.